Morning, lovely friends. Welcome to Vlogtober Day 7. It's Sunday and it's my day off. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning and I've not long got up, so yay for a nice lie-in. Doesn't happen very often. Obviously needed it, although mind you, I had a sneaky little nap yesterday afternoon, which meant I wasn't tired enough to actually go to bed until 1 this morning, so I probably haven't had that much extra sleep than I usually would. James is still in bed, the cat is running around like a loon. I've spent 5 minutes tidying up the kitchen and I am now sat in the living room. Got my cosy memories blanket behind me, which always lives on the back of the sofa there, ready to pull down and catch under if it gets cold, and it's pretty cold today. I'm surrounded by beverages at the moment. I have got some orange juice and I have also got in front of me some lovely ginger tea. This mug I purchased at, I think it was last year's Cardiff Christmas market. I love handmade mugs, and the colours on this one just drew me in, so I use this one quite a lot. At some point this morning, when James emerges from the pit, I will cook some pancakes and bacon for Sunday brunch, but that could be hours away yet. He's a good sleeper, is James. So I'm very classy. I've got myself a little snack. I've got some dried fruit in another mug. I'm surrounded by mugs, literally and figuratively. Usually we go out for a walk on a Sunday, but it's pretty chilly out there today. So, and you know, I'm feeling quite lazy. So it might be a day at home, but we'll see. If we do spend time at home, I will be trying to finish off the sleeves on my Dern sweater. I'm nearly there. I've probably got about 20, maybe less than 20 rows to go, and the rows are getting shorter and shorter because I'm doing the top of the armhole shaping. So I think they will be finished today. I also finished mother-in-law's birthday socks. They flew off the needles. She's got tiny feet, so I've got the ends to weave in of those, and that will give me an excuse to keep going with my frivolous Socktober cast-ons. So I think my next sock cast-on might happen either today or tomorrow. I'm going to wind up the yarn today for sure. I am going to cast on, oops, I've got the yarn here because it was just in a bag down by the sofa. Hadn't made it up to the craft room. I purchased this yarn when we were on our trip to Yorkshire a few weeks ago. It's Grundle Hot Socks, which I've never tried before. And I purchased this from a lovely yarn shop in Thirsk called Ewan Yarn, I think it's called, or Ewan Yarn, I think. And I went for this one because lovely sort of autumnal reds and oranges. But when I pulled it out of the bag last night, I noticed on the ball band there's also some green in there as well. So when you dig around into the ball, there's definitely a flash of green. I just bought a 50-gram ball to try this out to see if I like it. I can get a pair of socks for me out of 50 grams if I put in a contrast heel, toe and cuff. So I'm thinking I might actually search out some green to go with the streak of green in here if I have some, but I'm sure I'll find something in my stash that will work well with these socks. I'm going to pop in some footage of my socks of the day. Wearing my Alfric socks today, patterned by Rachel Coopy. These are colourwork socks and they're a little bit oversized. I struggle with getting a good fit on colourwork socks, but at least these ones do fit if they are a bit baggy. But I love these and they're great for lazy Sundays hanging around the house. So yeah, it's the Alfric socks by Rachel Coopy, and the lighter yarn, the grey yarn, is also from Coop Knits, the socks, yeah, and the red burgundy yarn is from an indie dyer here in the UK called A Little Bit Sheepish. about 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, and I've had one of those days where I just can't settle to do anything. We had a lovely walk and we've had brunch, and I was going to have a nap but I couldn't fall asleep, and I sat down to knit but just couldn't really concentrate. So I thought I'd come up and have a tidy up in the craft room. But instead I have been completely distracted. So in the process of tidying up, I just rediscovered the beginnings of what was going to be my beekeeper's quilt. And I have not worked on this for absolutely ages. So it's time to admit the fact that it's never going to be a blanket. Instead, I'm thinking about making it into a small rug to go in front of the chair that I have, well, the chair that I'm actually sat on in my craft room at the moment. So I'm going to spend the next hour or two joining all of the hexies that I do have, and I'm going to see what it looks like once I have joined them, whether I might need to knit one or two more just to finish it off. Excuse the funny angle, I have had a pain in my neck for most of the day. I think I slept funny last night, so I'm just resting up my neck and lying back a little bit. I've spent an hour or so on the hexies. I neatened up the edges, I repaired the ties that had broken, and I added another row on to the piece that was already joined together. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I have enough hexies to add, I think, 3 more rows, and then I have a partial row of hexies. I think I counted that I needed either 13 or 14 hexies per row, and I've got 8 additional ones. So at some point I think I'll probably knit a few more just to finish that row. If it was just 1 or 2 extra, I'd bin them, but it seems a shame to waste 8. So yeah, I'm just going to rest up for a little bit and give my neck a bit of a break, and then for the rest of the evening I shall carry on. I am enjoying what I'm doing. It'll be nice to have that project finished, so I'll carry on joining the hexies this evening and see how far I get. At some point James is going to make us a nice roast dinner. We have got a piece of beef to cook later. I think I'll call it a day for the vlogging today, but hopefully I should be back tomorrow for another day of Vlogtober. Thanks for watching me, and see you again soon.